In a few hours, the University of North Dakota Fighting Sioux could be alone in second place in the WCHA, but it will take a win or a tie against Alaska Anchorage. The Sioux try for their 7th win in a row tonight here at Ralph Engelstad Arena. Good evening to you from Grand Forks, North Dakota, with Jim Scanlon, Pat Sweeney, ready to bring you another Fighting Sioux men's hockey game here on the Fighting Sioux Sports Network. Jim, North Dakota going for the sweep tonight, and one of the guys who has been a key element in this win streak has been defenseman Che Genoway, and he's our spotlight player for the Sioux.
Well, Pat, we picked the sophomore from Mord, Manitoba as our spotlight player for exactly that reason. Throughout this winning streak, he has been outstanding, not only defensively, where he's helped shut down opponents, but he's been great at bringing the puck out of the zone, and offensively, he's been a big boost. As you can see, 4 goals, 7 assists in his last 11 games.
And our spotlight player for Alaska Anchorage is the Seawolves captain, the big defenseman Luke Beaverson.
Big Luke Beaverson, the senior from Vadnais Heights, Minnesota, St. Paul, played at Green Bay. He needs to play his game. He needs to make life miserable for the Sioux forwards in his end. He's certainly big enough at 6'5" and 220, Pat.
Well, let's take a look at the scoring leaders for North Dakota. We've got a pair of them on top for UND, as TJ Oshie with a goal and an assist last night, and Ryan Duncan with an assist last night. Each have 24. Then you have Van de Velde and Bina with 20 apiece. Taylor Chorney, Che Genoway, and Matt Fratton complete the top 7. For Anchorage, not much change with only 1 goal last night in the 3-1 loss. Kevin Clark still on top, 1 point ahead of Josh London. Then it's Paul Crowder, Craig Parkinson, Peter Cartwright, and defenseman Matt Robinson. In league play last night, Wisconsin defeated Minnesota in Madison. Michigan Tech with a stunning 2-2 overtime tie against first place CC. Mankato upends St. Cloud, and Duluth wins a non-conference game at UMass Lowell 1-0. So here are the updated standings. North Dakota is tied for second place with Denver, and Alaska Anchorage remains in 10th. Other games tonight: Minnesota at Wisconsin, CC at Tech, Mankato and St. Cloud tonight as they go home and home, and Duluth finishes its series at UMass Lowell. We'll return with the keys to the game on the Fighting Sioux Sports Network.
The Valley's hottest bowling tournament is coming your way this Sunday. It's the WDAZ WDAY Bowling Classic. See the region's top bowlers compete for the $2,000 grand prize. Live starting at 3 p.m. The 2008 Bowling Classic Sunday on WDAZ.
This week on the Fighting Sioux Basketball Show, presented by Prairie Homes and Real Estate. The UND women and men both look to get back in the win column on the road at Nebraska-Omaha this Saturday.
Sundays at 10:35 here on WDAZ.
Time now for the keys to the game, sponsored by Lithia Motors of Grand Forks. And here are head coach Dave Haxtell's keys for UND.
Oh, Pat, number 1, special teams. We've talked about this before. If you can outscore your opposition on the power play, you're going to have success. Last night, the Sioux scored 1, held Anchorage scoreless. Second, let's get pucks to the net. Go to the net for rebounds. Anchorage makes it tough to do that. You got to be willing to pay the price. If the Sioux do that tonight, they feel like they can get the job done. And thirdly, they need to do a better job in their faceoffs.
And for Dave Shayak and the UAA Seawolves.
Well, number 1, he needs to have his team play with a lot of discipline. He knows he can't put the Sioux on the power play too much tonight. Second of all, puck possession. He wants to do that by controlling the puck down low, using those big bodies to try to control the puck and open up some plays for him. Thirdly, when they get chances, they need to convert.
And if you were with us last night, you saw Bryce Christensen, the freshman for UAA, make his first collegiate start in goal. Did very well, making 31 saves, and that has earned him another start tonight. This guy was playing junior hockey earlier this year.
Well, Pat, that's going to be the thing to look for tonight, is can he do it back-to-back nights in the WCHA? We're going to find out here pretty quick.
Now let's go downstairs to our public address announcer, Darren Looker.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise. And gentlemen, remove your caps for the presentation of the colors this evening, proudly by the University of North Dakota Army ROTC Color Guard. Please remain standing until the colors are retired. And now to honor the United States of America, please join the Valley Cordsmen as they lead us with the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red lights bells bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's Alaska Anchorage with a 6-11-6 overall record against North Dakota at 15-8-1. We'll have the start of the game next on the Fighting Sioux Sports Network.
This presentation of NCAA hockey on the Fighting Sioux Sports Network is brought to you by Dahlstrom Motors. Experience the Dahlstrom difference. Other sponsors of this telecast include Acme Electric, Tool Crib of the North, American Tire, Bremer, Columbia Mall, Jarrell Sports Center and Hockey World, Greater Grand Forks Convention and Visitors Bureau, Grand Forks Welding, HB Sound and Light, Home of Economy, Hugo's Family Marketplace, Lithia Motors of Grand Forks since 1946, Italian Moon, Wendy's, PS Doors, Progressive Insurance, Quest, Subway, UND Continuing Education, UND Relations, and Whitey's Cafe, Restaurant and Bar.
Well, on the last home series, we had Mr. Hockey Gordie Howe drop the puck. Tonight, another legend, at least in UND history, Jonathan Toews there, wearing his old number 9, now wearing number 19 for the Chicago Blackhawks, doing the ceremonial face-off between the two captains. Jonathan Toews getting a standing ovation before tonight's game. Todd Anderson is the referee, assisted by Matt Allwelling and Brian Novleski. In goal for the University of North Dakota, Jean-Philippe Lamoureux, now with his 50th consecutive start, 4th on the all-time NCAA list. He is one behind Blair Allison of Maine with 51 in a row. Coach Dave Hackstall in his 4th year with the Sioux picked up win number 93 last night. And once again, making his 2nd consecutive start, Bryce Christensen, who made a big splash in the Seawolf goal last night in his collegiate debut. 3 goals against, but 31 saves, many big ones for Dave Shayak and the Seawolves. North Dakota has a big lead in the overall series with Anchorage. Sioux have 35 wins. 22 of those have come on home ice. North Dakota starting with TJ Oshie, centering Andrew Kozak and Ryan Duncan. Duncan stays at right wing tonight for the 2nd straight game. And the Sioux have Joe Finley and Che Genoway at defense. Seawolves going with Peter Cartwright, centering Blair Tassoni and Chris Tarker, with Luke Beaverson and Matt Robinson at defense. North Dakota in white. And they come in with Duncan setting it up. Duncan, his shot deflected by Luke Beaverson. Got away from Oshie, and it comes to number 37, Peter Cartwright. He'll throw it all the way down. And back to get it is Che Genoway, number 5. Here's Finley on the tape to Duncan. He'll put it in as North Dakota makes a line change, sending out Chris Vandevelde's line with Matt Watkins and Ryland Kipe at the wings. And Taylor Chorney and Robbie Bina back at defense. Here's Chorney trying to skate away from Craig Parkinson. Parkinson's line has Josh London and Kevin Clark on the wings. Robbie Bina grabs it. Vandevelde now takes a shot there from Shane Lovedahl, who scored the only Anchorage goal last night. Kevin Clark couldn't control it. Now here's Parkinson. That goes wide of the mark. After it, Luca Vidmar off to Clark in front. That hit his own man, Craig Parkinson, who was parked in front of Lamoureux. Josh London now turns and plays it into the corner. No shots on goal yet. In front, it got knocked into the corner. Josh London on his derriere. Out it comes to Lovedahl. He had trouble with it. And it comes back inside the line, and UAA has to get back on side.
Well, Pat, that's the type of shift that Coach Shayak wants to see his team try to have on a consistent basis tonight. They did a good job of possessing the puck down low. Had a good opportunity, but the Sioux playing good D-zone coverage were able to nullify the play.
Now Darcy Zajac wins the race. Over to Matt Fratton, his right winger. Zach Jones keeps it alive at the blue line. Paul Crowder shovels it around. Derek Lapointe coming in to keep it in play back of the net. But the Seawolves finally clear it. They had a man breaking Crowder. Jones broke that up. In to get it, Evan Trupp, the Anchorage native. And it's an offside call here with 17:42 to go. Evan Trupp with a goal and an assist. Or the go-ahead goal, the game-winning goal last night. And Evans got 3 goals and 1 assist in his last 5 games. And he and the goaltender Bryce Christensen are old buddies from Anchorage. They were not teammates, but they do know each other. And Evan Trupp got the better of it last night. Here's a pickoff by Brad McCabe, and it goes into the corner. Genoway muscling number 28, Nick Haddad. Here's a chance in front. Nobody can control it. Now Tommy Grant tried to get it out to the point, knocked away by Brent Davidson, number 15, who's seeing his 4th game action of the season, his freshman year. He's from Morden, Manitoba. Brad Malone, Kyle Radke also on this line. Lamoureux will hang on. And whistle stops play with 17:08 to go.
Oh, another example there, Pat, of just good solid D-zone coverage. Davidson in the right spot. He's the started off the weak side wing, but as the play moved to his side, became the strong side wing. Just did a good job of staying in the passing lane, picked the puck off, and was able to clear the zone. It's those little things there that you might not see, but it's a big part of why the Sioux are playing as well as they are and having the success they are. They're doing a great job on their end.
Shot by Beaverson just misses. Kozek clears to center. Duncan now throws it into the zone. Beaverson, the captain of the Seawolves, will bring it out. Gets by Tassoni. On the run is Bina. Cartwright and Tassoni converge on him. Tassoni off to Chris Tarker. That shot blocked. And it's cleared to the side by Bina. Cartwright again. This line was the 4th line for UAA last night. Now listed as the top line tonight. Kozek didn't see the puck. Tassoni sends it back. And Bina is there for the Sioux. Now TJ Oshie leads the charge. Oshie around Beaverson. And a goal! TJ Oshie does it again.
Well, Pat, that's just great individual skill. This puck play starts off in their own zone. Ryan Duncan just gives a little give and go with TJ Oshie coming from behind the net. And after that, it's all TJ. He just uses his speed, goes to his forehand. And here I think Mr. Christensen just a little too far back in his net. It's a 1-on-3. There's no reason for him to be back in his crease like that. And TJ took full advantage. He fired that puck up under the bar, giving the Sioux that all-important 1-0 lead.
TJ Oshie scored the first Sioux goal last night, but in that instance, it tied the game at 1. Derek Lapointe throws it back with that goal. John Adams of Minot, North Dakota, wins a $20 Columbia Mall gift card in our Sioux Goal giveaway. For your chance to win, register at the Columbia Mall Food Court. Here's Kevin Clark, the Winnipeg native, flutters it wide. London plays it back. Picking it up now is North Dakota's Vandevelde, who took a spill. Now Watkins took a big whine, then lost it in his skates. Finally, North Dakota comes out of their Vandevelde, but breaking it up was Luca Vidmar, number 23, the defenseman from Slovenia. North Dakota will make a change here as Darcy Zajac and his line mates come out. Evan Trupp is the left wing on this line. Got his 3rd game-winning goal in last night's game. And a change here for UAA as well as Ganaway tries to break free from Merritt Waldrop. Off it comes. Here's Zajac with a little burst of speed. Zajac to the backhand, the save by Christensen. Crowder in for the rebound. Time of that goal, 3:45. TJ Oshie from Duncan and Robbie Bina. 12th goal of the season for TJ Oshie. He's got 10 points now in 9 games. Joe Finley will whip it in. Kane LaFranchise, number 4, swings it around for Jared Rootin Tootin. Picking it up, Crowder. And Anchorage will make a change. Evan Trupp will direct it in, and North Dakota will change personnel again. Sending out Malone, Radke, and Davidson. 2 shots for the Sioux, 1 shot for the Seawolves, 1 goal for the Sioux. Here's Nick Haddad, the Fairbanks, Alaska native. Yes, the Seawolves got one from enemy territory there. Brad McCabe lost it. Oh, here's a chance in the crease. Nobody can stuff it in, and it's cleared out by Brad Malone. Davidson putting on the pressure. Puck takes a hop over Bina's stick. Radke there. Off to Chorney. Oh, Davidson gets laid out at center by Big Luke Beaverson. Now Radke checks his man. Oshie goes after one of the Seawolves. That was Matt Robinson who sends it in. Now the Seawolves grab it. Tommy Grant, number 16, drops it into the corner for McCabe, trying to spin away. Oshie lost his stick. Down he went. Off it comes to Grant. Shot is wide. There's a couple of Sioux on him. And tonight, like last night, the bodies are flying. A lot of physical contact.
Well, I think that hit by Beaverson on Davidson at center ice got him fired up the Sioux bench, Pat.
Here's Van de Velde now centering pass. Cartwright got a stick on it, and the Seawolves send it down the ice. No icing. It died right at the goal line. Jones goes around the stick that was left behind the Sioux goal. Ganaway and Tassoni fencing for it. Now Van de Velde, he gets hung up with Lovedahl. Luke de Vidmar gives it right up to Van de Velde, but it's offside as Kipe was trying to get back across the blue line. Too late. 12:22 to go, first period, 1-0 Sioux. There is TJ Oshie, who has the only goal of the game, and in his last 9 games, that should be 10 points there.
It equals red hot.
He just added a goal there, so make it 10 points in 9 games. Hot no matter how you look at it, indeed.
No doubt. Obviously, the Sioux have also been successful as a team on the ice at the same time, so they go hand in hand.
Of course, James Scanlon saw enough of TJ Oshie when James was the head coach at East Grand Forks and Oshie was toiling at Warroad High.
Yeah, he had a few good nights against us.
A master of understatement. Here's Van de Velde, centering pass, hit a body in front. Watkins, a quick shot and a goal! Matt Watkins! And it's 2-0. Just 8 minutes and 23 seconds in.
We'll get a couple things here, Pat. Number one, the quick release that Watkins is able to get the puck off his stick. He takes the pass in the high slot, and he's able to let it go immediately. But again, Bryce Christensen is back in his crease. His feet, his heels are almost on the goal line, and it just makes your job that much tougher because you're giving up all of the net, and they've already made a change in goal. So I think Coach Shack was seeing the same thing.
So John Oltice comes in, the regular goaltender for the Seawolves. John Oltice, a 6'4", 200-pound sophomore from Neerlandia, Alberta. He also played his junior hockey at Vernon of the British Columbia Junior League. Oltice had a streak of 19 consecutive starts broken last night when Christensen replaced him. 3 shots on goal for North Dakota, 2 goals as Christensen takes an early exit.
Well, we were talking before the game that the clock might strike midnight on this kid tonight just because of kind of the way he plays. He's very athletic, but he's also a little bit unconventional, and it caught up to him tonight.
We'll be back on the Fighting Sioux Sports Network.
Hard work, dedication, teamwork. These are values we all strive for, and no one demonstrates these values in our community quite like the University of North Dakota. Hi, I'm Mike Porter, President and CEO of Bremer Bank, Grand Forks. Bremer is proud of the University of North Dakota and all they've accomplished, both academically and athletically. Join Bremer in saying thanks for the excitement and the great example UND sets in our community. Bremer Bank, taking action.
With that last goal by Matt Watkins, Jim King of East Grand Forks wins a $20 Columbia Mall gift card in the Sioux Goal giveaway. For your chance to win, register at the Columbia Mall Food Court. Ryan Duncan in for North Dakota. Waits, takes the shot. Oltice the save. Rebound comes to TJ Oshie. Ducks one defender, but he can't stuff it in. Chris Vandevelde will get the assist on Watkins's, did I say 6th goal? Yeah, 6th goal. They got 7 on the stat monitor here, but it is his 6th. Shots now even at 3. Race after it, Kozak just misses there as he got hung up with Merritt Waldrop. Ryland Kipe takes his man down. No penalties yet. They left a lot uncalled last night. And icing will bring this back with 10:20 remaining.
We were talking before the game, Pat, with Coach Hackstall. He felt the same thing. There could have been a lot of penalties called last night, not particularly just on Anchorage. He felt he kind of let it go both ways.
Let them play. That seemed to be the philosophy last night.
He felt particularly coming up the ice in transition. He just he felt his team wasn't able to jump up into the play because of the hooking and holding that was going on behind the play.
Like Joe Finley had a great quote. As the shot by Vidmar goes right into Lamoureux. Joe Finley last night talking about Anchorage's forechecking game said they put our nose to the glass, and that's how it was for a great deal of that game.
That's we used to hear that too. Coach Peters would always say, get themselves looking at themselves in the glass as much as you can.
Now Lovedahl puts it into traffic. Skitter's back of the net. Battle after it. Here's LaPointe getting it past Vidmar. Lovedahl, pressured by Watkins, gets the pass away. Cartwright after it, but Jones broke it up, and Kipe clears it to Lovedahl. Seawolves get back on side. Josh London now off the bench to join the play, and this will come back on icing with 9:38 to go, and both teams will make a change.
Yeah, going back to that, it's always easier to break out of your zone when your defensemen get themselves turned up and they're looking up ice and they have time to make a play. But when they're going back to get a puck and they don't have time to turn, it just makes it tough because now they're always sliding the puck along the dashboard, and anytime you're sliding it or ringing it, it gives the forechecking team's defense time to react and pinch, and it's much tougher to break out when you're looking at yourself in the glass than it is when you're looking up ice.
North Dakota up 2-0 on goals by Oshie and Watkins here. Parkinson will dump it in. Lamoureux way out of the net to whip it around past Finley. Keeping it in there is London. Jay Genoway, number 5, brings it out.
That's what Jay Genoway could do for you. Picks the puck up behind his net and is able to skate it out in neutral zone. And
nice
break pressure.
Nice poke check there to keep it in the zone by Genoway. It comes over here for Trevor Hunt. Behind the back pass there by Parkinson goes right to Darcy Zajac. And Hunt has to retrieve it again. That's center. Finley wraps it ahead, grabbing it. Davidson off now to Radke. Tough angle shot, and Olteich's got a piece of that. Malone will play it off to the open man, Taylor Chorney. Plays the carom, centering pass, and it was broken up at the defense by Kane LaFranchise before Davidson could get the shot away. Vina and Waldrop go down in front of the penalty box. Robbie back up, and he throws the puck back in. No penalties yet. Fast-moving first period here in Grand Forks as the Sioux go after their 7th consecutive win. They are 7-2-0 since Christmas. Tootin will poke it out of there. Here's Crowder. And Lamoureux blocks that aside. Chorney check. Crowder in for it. Oshie got him. Skating away, Taylor Chorney, the junior defenseman from Hastings, Minnesota, wrapped out of there by Duncan. Race after it. Robinson will beat Kozak. Kozak still digging for it, and now it's thrown to the neutral zone. Freshman Derek Lapointe of Wisconsin. Oshie gets taken out by Nick Haddad, who's replacing Sean Wiles in the lineup tonight. And Ryan Martin's not suiting up for North Dakota tonight after playing last night. Davidson taking his spot. Whoa! Oshie just sent Brad McCabe to the ice. McCabe right back up and gets the shot. And it's gloved by Lamoureux with 6:56 to go. 2-0 on the Fighting Sioux Sports Network.
Of all the people in the world, there's only one you, and you relate to the world in your own way. The information you gather, the stories you share, the connections you make. Quest connects you to what matters, your way. We help you build a customized bundle with the quality services you need at a price that's right for you. Consider a bundle with a local phone package and broadband for as low as $57 a month. Call today for a free account review. Let us help you build your bundle. That's our spirit of service.
Stay with us during the Grand Forks Welding and Machine first intermission for first period highlights and an interview with Brad Schlossman, who covers Sioux hockey for the Grand Forks Herald. And that will be Brad's television debut. He's shaking like a leaf downstairs. Not really. Here's a guy, he always looks calm and cool, but I don't know about collected. That was the old George Carlin line. Van de Velde gets checked off the puck. Tapping it back is Finley, but the Seawolves player Cartwright let Van de Velde touch it because he knew that would cause a whistle. And now we've got a score update for you in women's basketball. The Sioux back in the win column today, 86-55, a winner at Omaha. North Dakota 18-1, 3-1 in the conference. The Sioux men, however, lose at Omaha 84-69, so the Sioux men are 0-4 in conference play. We'll have a full recap tomorrow night on WDAZ and WDAY 1035 on the Fighting Sioux Basketball Show, presented by Prairie Homes and Real Estate. Here's a chance, walking right in, and denied by Lamoureux. As Josh London got that one away. Oh, Van de Velde is sent to the deck. Here's Genoway, unable to get around Vidmar. Trupp with it now, the Anchorage native. Ooh, nearly deflected it in off Parkinson. And Kevin Clark will start it back. Josh London with it, number 21 from Coquitlam, British Columbia. Tried to go to the backhand, centers it. Big drive here, that's blocked as Trevor Hunt got that one away. And Bina got the block on that. Waldrop trying to shake free from Bina. Outside the zone it comes. They have to get back on side. Anchorage now out shooting the Sioux 6-4. Bina had a broken stick, missed it when playing it with the hand. Another Sioux defenseman misses. Lamoureux with one save on Waldrop and a second. Very fortunate are the Sioux there.
Oh, John Fleet's play often gets overlooked, Pat, but here just an outstanding job, makes two great saves. First on the initial shot, takes it high on the shoulder, and then on the rebound is able to reach out, drops his stick, and with his blocker, grabs that puck. But here's the initial save, scrambles over on the rebound. Yeah, aside from those two goals, Pat, Anchorage has had a good period. And they could easily be the team that's ahead.
7 saves already tonight as Anchorage has taken a 7-4 lead in shots on goal. Last night they were outshot heavily. In fact, UND had 62 shot attempts last night, 34 on goal. Anchorage just 27 shot attempts with only 19 of them on goal.
Just before that rush, Robbie Bina made a big block on a point-blank shot. Lamoureux was actually down and out of position, and had that gone through, very easily could have been in the net, but Bina blocked it. That won't show up as a save.
Brad McCabe tried to take it in. It was taken away by Jones. And we've got a cross-checking penalty, our first one of the game against North Dakota. Back with the power play on the Fighting Sioux Sports Network.
At Lithia Ford Lincoln Mercury of Grand Forks, we're starting the new year with a better way to buy. With Assured Cars and Trucks, you are in the driver's seat. Every new and used vehicle we sell has a low price clearly posted, so it's easy to shop. Like a new 07 Ford F-150 XLT Super Cab, just $25,499 with 6 in stock to choose from. But that's just the beginning. With Assured, you are in complete control. Let us show you the difference today at Lithia Ford Lincoln Mercury of Grand Forks.
First penalty of the game is on North Dakota's Brad Malone. 2 for cross-checking at 15:31. So Anchorage 0 for 3 last night with the extra man. And the Sioux will clear that one down with just 11 seconds gone on the penalty. North Dakota with Watkins and Kipe up front. Ganaway and Finley on defense here. Lovedahl will crank it in. Pipe digging for it, and he gets it. Goes out of play. Nobody knows where it is. It went in the Anchorage penalty box. So we got a minute 29 to go on the Sioux penalty.
You're right, Pat. All 3 officials didn't see the puck go out of the rink. And Anchorage players are all saying, hey, we're just losing time on the power play.
There you see the Sioux penalty killing. 4th in the WCHA, 12th in the nation coming into the weekend. Anchorage has the number 5 power play in the WCHA.
Well, again, Pat, those special team numbers go hand in hand with the win-loss column. And you're winning. You're generally doing very well on your special teams.
Nice kick out there by J.P. Lamoureux as Josh London got that one off. Minute 3 to go on the UAA power play as McCabe takes the shot. Blocked by Oshie. Oshie tries to push it out. McCabe knocks him down, and he will get the gate with 55 seconds left on the Sioux penalty.
Well, again, those little things that don't show up on the scorebook. Right there, T.J. Oshie going down and blocking that shot, giving up his body to block the thing, and then he gets tripped as he's trying to break out on a potential 2-on-1. But earlier in the penalty kick, Ryland Kipe did the same thing. He gets down, he gets down, sacrifices his body, blocks the shot, is able to clear the puck out of the zone. Well, when you get your players on the ice do that time, everybody on the bench sees it, and everybody else wants to do it. They don't want to be the guy that does the flamingo and lift the leg up in the air. They're going to get out and block that shot.
Well, we're 4-on-4 here for another 42 seconds. Joel Finley way in deep, tried to center it, blocked by Lovedahl. Bouncing puck. Crowder couldn't control it. Now Luka Vidmar sends it across to Lovedahl. Genoway pokes it away. Now a lead pass. Oh! Just out of the reach of Watkins as Kipe was trying to send him in on the break. 16 seconds left in the 4-on-4, and then the Sioux will go on the power play. Oshie muscling in. Up against Vidmar. Look at Oshie go to work. Still with the puck. Chorney calling for it. Penalty is over for North Dakota, and the Sioux are on a one-man power play for another minute here. And the top power play unit hits the ice. Chorney and Bina at the points. Chorney having trouble keeping it in, and down the ice it goes. And up front for North Dakota, Oshie, Duncan, and Van de Velde. Oshie leads the Sioux with 6 power play goals. Ryan Duncan now. He'll rattle it around the plexiglass. Out it comes to Bina. Off to Taylor Chorney. Duncan sets up in that right circle. Chorney with it. Off to Oshie. Taylor Chorney, a one-timer, and it's gloved by Olteis.
Oh, nice play by Olteis there, Pat, to be able to control that hard one-timer by Chorney. Good puck move by the Sioux. You see Oshie right out to Chorney, who's on his forehand. He lets it go right off the pass. And Olteis is able to control that rebound, because if not, both Duncan and Van de Velde were right there.
John Olteis back in the net. In case you're just joining us, North Dakota scored on 2 of its first 3 shots, took a 2-0 lead at the 8:23 mark, and that's when Bryce Christensen was lifted. 10 seconds to go on the Sioux power play as Genoway got that big one away. Genoway again. Chase setting up. The dish to Matt Fratton. Anchorage penalty is over. That shot hit the side of the net as Trupp was looking for his second goal of the weekend. Stopped at the defense by Robinson. Grabbing at Fratton. Tapped around by McCabe. Out to the neutral zone. Jones gets checked by Tootin. It goes up into the Anchorage bench. And a whistle with 1:01 to go. We are scheduled to visit with UND forward Matt Watkins at the end of this period. Dave Shayak, in case you weren't with us last night, actually grew up in Grand Forks and Devil's Lake. As a young man, spent a year in Grand Forks, 9 years in Devil's Lake. Calls Brandon, Manitoba his hometown. Wanted to play at UND, wound up at Northern Michigan, playing for a national champion there in his senior year, back when the Wildcats were in the WCHA.
That was a heck of a team he was on and won that national championship.
We were just looking at the lineup before the game on hockeydb.com with Kerry Eads, Dallas Drake. And the puck goes out of play here with 25.9 seconds to go.
They won a memorable national championship against Boston University. I believe it was 8-7 overtime.
That was at the Civic Center.
That's Civic Center,
St. Paul Civic Center. Out of town here, we've got Minnesota leading Wisconsin 1-0. It's 2-0 now, Minnesota, late in the first. And Michigan Tech, boy, if they can pull that off, 3-1, the Huskies lead CC late in the second period in Houghton. Last night, those teams played to a 2-2 overtime tie. Hustling after it, Oshie. Vidmar takes him to the board. Oshie still churning back there. Oshie works free. Bounces off one man, leaves it for Duncan. Ryan Duncan with some room. His shot blocked by Vidmar, and there's the horn. Ending period 1, and it's a 2-0 North Dakota lead. TJ Oshie is 12th of the season from Duncan and Bina at 3:45. Matt Watkins is 6th of the year from Chris Vandevelde at 8:23. And the shots on goal, unofficially, North Dakota had 5 and Anchorage 9. And both teams gets on the board at 3:45. TJ Oshie with a terrific goal, his 12th of the year.
Again, I don't want to beat up on these goalies too much, Pat, but again, if you see where the goalie's standing when that puck is shot, his heels are right back on the goal crease. And for the young goaltenders out there watching, if Christensen is out on top of the crease, if his heels are up on top of the crease, this puck is going to hit him. But instead, being back in the net, the puck is up, able to get past his shoulder up under the bar on a great shot by TJ Oshie. Don't want to take anything away from that shot. But as a goalie, if he's out on the top of that crease, that puck hits him.
Duncan and Bina assisting. Here's Matt Watkins scoring at 8:23 from Vandevelde.
Same thing, Christensen's back in his net. The puck comes out. He has time to get up there, but he stays back. But Matt Watkins, good quick release. Shot on the ice. Puts the puck in the back of the net.
And the shots on goal, 9-5 in favor of Anchorage. Waldrop and Haddad have 2 shots apiece. 5 different Sioux have the 5 shots on goal. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play with 1 shot on goal. But face-offs favor Anchorage there. Anchorage has won 10 face-offs and UND 9, and that was one of Hackstall's keys to the game. So it really hasn't changed much from last night.
No, it hasn't. We talked after the period, Pat. Overall, Anchorage had a good, solid period. They say they won the face-off battle there. They had some great opportunities. But Jean-Philippe was there to keep the puck out of the net, and the Sioux were able to capitalize on 2 of theirs, and that's why they have this 2-0 lead right now.
And we'll have period 2 for you next on the Fighting Sioux Sports Network. At Minnesota for another rowdy series at Mariucci Arena. Anchorage will be at home against Michigan Tech. And we'll tell you how Michigan Tech is doing with Colorado College here when we get a chance. But right now, Anchorage into the Sioux end. Joe Finley gets bumped there by Brad McCabe. Finley and McCabe working, digging for the puck. Joe Finley lost it now. Tommy Grant put it back in there. Haddad is taken out by Genoway. McCabe stays with it, muscling in. It's poke checked away by Oshie. Sioux can't get it out of there as now Finley will watch it go to Kozak on the far side. Andrew Kozak with 2 points in last night's game. Enjoying the life on the same line with Duncan and Oshie, I'm sure. Who wouldn't?
I wouldn't mind playing with those 2 guys.
Say that again. No, say it, Jim. We couldn't hear Jim. He said, I wouldn't mind playing with those 2 guys. There, now your mic's on. Okay. You had to pull the...
I don't think they'd like it.
You just had to pull the string on the tin can a little harder there. Only the finest equipment here. Most of the action has been in the North Dakota end here to start the period. And now Vandevelde gets it out of there. Lovedahl and Kipe collide. Vandevelde pinned by Vidmar. This is the Anchorage game. Just muck it along the boards and play physically. Back to get it, Watkins. Cartwright takes a swipe at him. Watkins kicked out there by Olteis. LaPointe reels it in. Kipe will get there first. Back for Watkins. It's hard off his stick. Kept in by Jones. And turned over to Cartwright. And it gets past Jones. And the Sioux will regroup as Anchorage makes a personnel change here. And North Dakota will follow suit. They've got a man hanging at the blue line, but that's poked out of there by Jones. Loose puck rolls in. Fratton grabs it. Krupp had it momentarily. Krupp now trying to elude a man. He lost it. Merritt Waldrop, number 14, the senior from Anchorage. Shot on, and Lamoureux handles that from Jared Tootin. And a stop in play with 17:16 to go. Now we told you Well, we'll tell you how Minnesota's doing first. The Gophers lead Wisconsin 2-0 in the second. But look at, well, St. Cloud State is leading Mankato 2-1 in the second. And here's the one we wanted to show you. Michigan Tech with a 3-2 lead in the third on Colorado College. And Duluth up 4-1 on UMass Lowell in the third. Sweeping in Kevin Clark. He's hit there by Zajac as it rolls to center. After it now, Josh London. Got a penalty coming up here on North Dakota. And players have to be separated here. Time of the penalty 3:12. London still jawing there with Genoway. And apparently Evan Trupp got hit in the face.
Yeah, on the whistle right here, the stick comes up and gets him right up under the face mask. And Joe Finley did not take too kindly to that.
Okay, we got 19 white, minor interference, 9 green, minor high sticking. Both go up 4-4.
So Trupp goes for interference. Well, Clark off for high stick, Clark for high sticking, Trupp for interference at 3:12, and we'll play 4-on-4. Todd Anderson, as we mentioned last night, involved in a controversy. Last week at Duluth, we talked about that, how he grabbed a Duluth player who had run into him. Actually grabbed him by the jersey and had some words with him. Commissioner Bruce McLeod was at the game and let him know later that that was unacceptable, but there was no further punishment or suspension. Randy Schmidt, on the other hand, the WCHA referee, is under suspension. Did not work any games last week, not working any this weekend because of a couple of controversial decisions involving video replay.
Maybe they can't afford to suspend anymore, referee. Maybe they're running out.
I never thought of that. But in each of those video replay decisions, the WCHA issued a statement of apology saying the call should have been reversed. And the last one coming when Wisconsin played at Denver a few weeks back and scored a goal that should have been allowed. There was still time on the clock. Minute 39 to go, and the penalties to Evan Trupp and Kevin Clark. Both North Dakota goals coming in period one. Oshie is 12th, Watkins is 6th. Vandevelde runs his man off the play. And it's played back to Che Genoway. 11 points in his last 11 games. Genoway lost it there to Waldrop. Finley over to cover. Out to the point. Now Lovedahl will play the Karam. Trying to break free from Kozak. Shane Lovedahl, the defenseman. Trying to cut to the net. Backhand. Stopped by Lamrou. Another setup now. Out to Waldrop. He's got room. He shoots. And it's stopped by Genoway, who throws it. And a stop here with 15:43 to go. You're watching the Fighting Sioux Sports Network.
At Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Grand Forks, we're starting the new year with a better way to buy. With Assured Cars and Trucks, you're in the driver's seat. Every new and used vehicle we sell has a low price clearly posted, so it's easy to shop. Like a new 07 Jeep Liberty Sport 4x4, just $17,999 with 5 in stock to choose from. But that's just the beginning. With Assured, you're in complete control. Let us show you the difference today at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Grand Forks.
55 seconds remaining on the penalties to Clark of Anchorage and Trupp of North Dakota.
Well, Pat, you mentioned earlier about the play being primarily in the Sioux end. Through the first 5 minutes here, this period, they are definitely carrying the play. And it's at that point now where the next goal is going to be a huge goal. Obviously, for the Sioux, if they go up 3-0, it's really going to make things difficult for Anchorage. But on the other hand, if Anchorage gets it, boy, they're just one shot away. And again, here we see Jean-Philippe forced to make some point-blank saves. Right now, the Sioux just aren't moving their feet very well, Pat. And that's why Anchorage has got the jump on them. They're moving their feet, they're taking the body. And the Sioux right now are doing a lot of standing around watching.
Anchorage holding a 12-6 edge in shots, which means the Seawolves out shooting the Sioux 3-1 here in the period. Duncan grabs it, but it's offside as Oshie was in across.
Anchorage is a very tough team to play against. We talked to Scott Kobrinski today. He was over at the East Grand Forks Civic Center. He said they're just a hard team to play against because they're big, they play extremely physical, and they're well coached, and they're not going to just give you anything. You're gonna have to earn everything you get, and you're going to have to be willing to pay the price. And like I said, right now they definitely have the momentum in this game.
David Hackstall said it earlier this week. He does not consider them a 10th place team. When you look at all their ties, you convert some of those into wins, and they're out of 10th place. And the other thing we notice about Anchorage, and we saw it last night, how many times did they pull their goalie? No quit in the Seawolves. Now in the corner, Paul Crowder, number 20, throws it out. Oh, Finley unable to hold it in as Waldrop got a stick on it. Jared Waldrop brings it in. Now Crowder takes the shot. That's stopped. As the penalties are over, everybody back at full strength. Waldrop trying to keep it alive at the point. He does. Kevin Clark dishes off. Waldrop lost the puck under pressure from Trupp. Ooh, Finley clears it and took a hit. And icing will bring this back with 14:23 to go. And for what it's worth, last night's game was the first this season which UND won despite the opponent scoring first. UND is 1-5-0 in that case.
And the other thing we talked about is the success that Anchorage has had on Saturdays.
Right.
In the WCHA this year and on the road. I believe 5 of their 8 points have come on Saturday nights.
Their 2 WCHA wins came on Saturday on the road at Duluth and at Minnesota. And then they got a tie last Saturday at home against Wisconsin. Turnover in the Sioux zone. Out it comes to Trevor Hunt. Now Haddad. Deflecting that shot was Brent Davidson. In to get it, Tommy Grant. Leaving it for Haddad. Malone on him, taking him down. Puck loose. Radke finally clears it. Won't be far enough for icing. North Dakota trying to make a change here as Chorney comes onto the ice. Cleared to center for McCabe, and a 3-on-2 rush here for Anchorage. Off to Clark. Radke gets it out of there. Fratton holds off his man and starts a 1-on-1 break, and it's high. Trupp comes off the bench to keep it in play. Trupp gets it back. Evan Trupp out to Bina. He puts it on. Deflected. Here's Zajac playing it back. Bina saves it at the line, but he can't control it. And Anchorage brings it into the Sioux end. Luka Vidmar. He turned it over. Fratton off to Chorney. And icing again with 13 minutes to go.
Well, that was the best shift, Pat, that the Sioux have had this period. It all started on a great play by Fratton at center ice. He used his body to bump off the defender, give himself a little separation, and was able to get off a good shot. And after that, the Sioux were able to keep the puck in the Seawolf zone for the better part of that shift. That's the type of thing hopefully they can build on. One shift after another, try to regain the momentum of this hockey game.
Oshie gets tossed from the draw here as the Sioux winning 8 of their last 10 in conference play. Out it comes to Lovedahl. Shot weak, and Oshie will grab it. Nope. Sent back in. Lamoureux with 12 saves so far in this game. Genoway will rip it in. Came off at a funny angle. Oltice didn't see it right away. Back to Genoway. His shot blocked in front of him by Clark. And we've got a penalty here as Clark went down after that play. And North Dakota will take its second penalty of the period as Genoway goes off.
Well, Che tried to get the puck to the net pad. As it came out to him on the point, he tried to get a quick shot to the net, but the Seawolf player put himself right in that shooting lane and was able to block it. Gave himself an opportunity to jump by Che, maybe get a break, but Che, seeing that he was in a bad spot, took what you might term as a good penalty there, because otherwise it would have been a breakaway, although Clark may have embellished it with a... Not going to say he dove, but I think he's stronger on his feet than that.
So Getaway goes off at 7:34. And UAA has its second man advantage tonight. The first one was abbreviated as they took a penalty in the middle of their power play. Off now London, a shot right into Lamoureux. And he holds it with 1:27 to go on the Getaway minor.
Well, London does a nice job here as you see as he gets the puck, gets his feet moving, lets it go, and then he follows. He drives right to the net. There he is. 21, he shoots the puck and then goes hard to the net looking for a rebound. Again, Jean-Philippe does a very good job of swallowing that puck and not letting it bounce off of him.
Lovedahl gets it off. Here's Matt Robinson maneuvering in. Kevin Clark, the scoring leader of the Seawolves. Faking it was Lovedahl. Now Robinson backs off. Parkinson, number 17, in front of the net. He leads the Seawolves with 3 power play goals. Mucking along the boards here with Chorney, and Duncan comes to Taylor Chorney, unable to get it out of there. Lovedahl keeps it alive. Crowder lost it to Oshie. Here's Oshie, a 2-on-1 break with Duncan. TJ shoots and just misses there. 48 seconds to go on the penalty time. Back we go the other way. Parkinson muscled off the puck by Oshie, and the crowd applauds that effort. Out it comes to Robinson, to Lovedahl, has the only goal of the weekend for the Seawolves, number 10 in green. Here's Crowder. Oh, it got past Lovedahl, and they'll have to take it back with 23 seconds left on the man advantage. Crowder weakly puts it in. Now here's Clark with a man breaking in front. Oh, it looked like it might have gone wide, but Lamoureux stuck the stick out and reeled it in.
Well, Pat, we saw a great example of hard work by TJ Oshie there. He comes down on a 2-on-1, misses the net on the shot. Conversely, gives the Anchorage a break on a 2-on-1, but he hustles all the way back and breaks up the plays. We see Jean-Philippe, just a weaker shot, gets his pad on and grabs the rebound. But looked good for the Sioux there for a second. You had Oshie and Duncan on a 2-on-1. The Seawolf defenseman did a nice job of taking away the pass. And TJ just missed that far side.
Getaway's out of the box, touched the puck there for a moment, but now it comes to Nick Haddad. Bouncing puck comes back to McCabe, knocked aside by Lamoureux. Loose puck. Here's Grant. He lost it to Getaway. Oh, heads up in the crowd. It goes out of play with 10:06 to go, and we'll pause on the Fighting Sioux Sports Network.
Of all the people in the world, there's only one you, and you relate to the world in your own way. The information you gather, the stories you share, the connections you make. Quest connects you to what matters, your way. We help you build a customized bundle with the quality services you need at a price that's right for you. Consider a bundle with a local phone package and broadband for as low as $57 a month. Call today for a free account review. Let us help you build your bundle. That's our spirit of service.
10 minutes, 6 seconds left in period 2. 2-0 North Dakota on goals by TJ Oshie and Matt Watkins, both coming in the first period. Chris Tarker being hassled by LaPointe. Tarker from Fresno, California. Now Cartwright. Zajac trying to get around Claire to Sony. Pops loose to Evan Trupp. Here's a rush for North Dakota as the freshman Fratton tried to put it through LaFranchise. Swooping in his Trupp. That's blocked at the defense. Zajac missed it. Oh, the franchise put it right on his own goaltender, and Oltice makes the stop.
Well, good effort by Trupp, Patty. He was the one who forced that. Here's it behind the net. Just reaches out and pokes it with his stick, and it comes right on net. Pat, the amazing thing here is we're going to get another look at it. The franchise loses control of it. And Trupp's right there, but we've got 9:31 to go in the second period. The Sioux, that was just their 8th shot on net.
What did we say? 34 shots on goal for the Sioux last night, 62 attempts. The tables have been turned so far. Bina with that shot, it's deflected out of play. 9:26 left in the period. At the end of the second period, we'll hope to get a word with Anchorage senior forward Peter Cartwright. And we'll also have a look at UND's Hobie Baker Award winner Ryan Duncan in our second intermission. From the face-off, Kozak put it into a crowd. Rushing out of there is Matt Robinson, the defenseman. He's hit hard by Bina. Corney slams into the corner. Kozak tried to flip it out. It came back.
That was his stick.
His stick went, yeah. Kozak's stick just went into two pieces. Robinson shot deflected. Kozak still out there without a stick. Waldrop missed the puck. Bina will throw it around. Chorney will get to it. Now to Radke, and finally Kozak will be able to go to the bench. Replaced by Ryland Kipe as the Sioux make a change. Tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock on WDAZ and WDAY. Hope you're with us for the WDAZ, WDAY Bowling Classic live from Liberty Lanes. Here's Watkins in. He's shoved against the boards by Robinson. In to get it, Van de Velde. Watkins heads to the net. Now Kipe with it. Oh, bumps with Robinson. And the puck rolls to the side of the net. Still loose. Here's Van de Velde. He'll feed Genoway with it. Big shot, and that just whistles wide. Now Finley in. After it, Watkins. Van de Velde will stick it, or tries to stick it into the corner. Kipe is there. And around we go to the other side. Finley missed a collision with his man, and it's batted down by Genoway. Turned over to Waldrop. He waits for some help as Anchorage is in a change, and there's a goal! But will it count? Craig Parkinson was in the crease, scored on the backhand, and they'll go to replay on this, I would think.
We'll have to look at it, but it almost looked like it might have gone in off a Sioux defenseman's stick. So we're going to see the end result. Oh, that was maybe a combination of the Anchorage forward and the Sioux defenseman, but the giveaway starts off with a giveaway by the Sioux defense. And we're going to get a look at the overhead. There's the shot. He crashes in the net, but he kind of sweeps his stick on the backhand. Parkinson, and I think that goal is going to count.
And if it does, Craig Parkinson would have his 7th of the year. Another look. Watkins was right there with him. Referee Todd Anderson now asking for a little help here. As one of the assistant referees comes in.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're looking at the player being in the crease, but he was driven in. Here we're going to look at it from, this is the view that the video replay judge is looking at.
Ryan Novleski, the assistant referee there on the right, next to referee Todd Anderson.
Now, do you think these referees feel a little pressure now after everything that's gone on with the goals being disallowed?
Suspensions and reprimands, you bet. nail-biting time.
They have to be trying to determine whether or not that Parkinson went into the crease on his own or if he was knocked in. Because otherwise, I can't see how they would be trying to determine whether it was kicked in or because it was clearly went in off the stick, whether it was Parkinson's or Miller's or the combination of them. Got to be the goalie interference that they're looking at.
Well,
trying to make a determination whether it was.
This is the longest I can ever recall them going to the replay here. And Allwelling conferring there with Dave Shayak, the Seawolves head coach. Well, we have a second here. We should remember a great Canadian sportscaster who died 1 week ago today. Don Whitman of the CBC died of cancer. We were hoping he'd be down here for the World Curling Championships in April, but because he could do everything. He did curling on the CBC, NHL hockey,
track and field,
CFL, Olympic track, you bet. Sorry to hear that news.
Just a lot of memories. They did a special on him last Saturday, Pat, on CBC. And boy, he had one of those voices that was so distinct. And
oh, no goal.
That's going to be interesting. I wish we were privy to this. I wish we were privy to this conversation right now.
They had the one on the scoreboard while they were waiting, and now they took it off. Well, we are scheduled to hear from Peter Cartwright, one of the Seawolves alternate captains, at the end of this period. I don't know if he'll be able to shed any light on it. Oh, there's a chance there by Clark, and it's saved by Lamoureux. Lapointe getting the sticks up, along with London, and they step in there. And while they sort it out, we'll pause on the Fighting Sioux Sports Network.
Finally, the ice is thick and you can go ice fishing. Don't wait. Get your gear at the guaranteed lowest price from Home of Economy. Lindy ice jigs are $1.49 and Rapala jigging shad wraps are $3.99. The Northland Trick Stick Ice Combo is $19.99 and the Clam Ice Chair is $79.99. We sell big scoops of live bait and fishing licenses too. Make the most of ice fishing season. Get your gear at your ice fishing headquarters. Home of Economy.
Well, Derek Lapointe and Josh London both go off at the 12:34 mark for high sticking. So again, we will play 4-on-4. And a goal! Anchorage pulls within one with 7:19 to go.
Oh, and Coach Shayak's a little bit exuberant down there, and he's pointing right at Mr. Anderson while he's doing it, but just steals the puck on Chorney coming around the net. Not sure if Jean-Philippe didn't anticipate that, but he just takes it right off of his stick, and in one motion comes swinging around in front. Catches Lamoureux by surprise.
Merritt Waldrop, his 4th goal of the year at 12:41. With the team skating 4-on-4.
You probably didn't see it, Pat. I was watching Coach Shayak, and he was clapping, hands over his head, fist pumping, looking right at the referee. Clearly not happy with that ruling on disallowing that first goal.
Well, it didn't take him long to get the one that counted. So a slim 1-goal cushion now for North Dakota, ahead 2-1. Puck finally comes down. Luka Vidmar trying to get away from Watkins there. Oh, Watkins hooked Vidmar. Nobody caught that. Cartwright from a tight angle gets the shot on, and it's loose in the crease, but Lamoureux smothers that.
Well, Pat, the Sioux continue to do a lot of chasing in their zone. Here we see that Seawolves just good smart play here. He just throws the puck to the net. You never know. He's got a teammate driving to the net. But just a lot of players standing in white that are doing a lot of standing around, Pat, instead of moving their feet. And the Seawolves definitely have had the better of the play this period. And they've been rewarded with the 1 goal. And the Sioux need to pick it up.
TJ Oshie up ahead to Bina. 3-on-2 rush here for North Dakota. Chorney trying to get around Robinson. Both Sioux defensemen way in deep. 30 seconds to go in the 4-on-4 situation as Luke Beaverson puts it right on and a pad save for Lamoureux. Bouncing puck. Lamoureux trying to reach for it. Tassoni with a shot. That hit the body in front of Lamoureux. Wow. It is getting too close for comfort. Clearing attempt blocked there by Tarker as Bina nearly turned it over. Fans getting itchy here with the Let's Go Sioux chant. Another turnover. Here's Waldrop in. The man who just scored. Penalties over. Waldrop in. Save the rebound, and that trickles wide. Well, the Sioux are on the run here. High fly ball batted down at the neutral zone, but taken away by Robinson. Here come the Seawolves again. Robinson in on goal, and it goes through the crease. Slaps it back. London for it. Boy, the Sioux just look shell-shocked here. Hunt with it. That hit the side of the net. Hunt stays with it.
Oh, no question they need a whistle right now, Pat. This line's been on the ice for quite a while.
Lead pass to Evan Trupp. Finally knocks it around LaFranchise. But LaFranchise gets to it as the Sioux complete their shift change. Turnover. Hunt with it. 20 shots on goal for the Seawolves, 8 for North Dakota. 11-3 the edge in shots for Anchorage in this period. Waldrop. That's McCabe over there. Jones in. He can't clear it. London with a shot just wide. Fratton takes a swipe at it. London had it momentarily. Now Lovedahl back. Waldrop a big drive high. Still in the Sioux end. Brad McCabe trying to work free from Genoway. McCabe, he lost the puck, and Jones says, we got to get that puck down. And icing is the call. 2-1 Sioux on the Fighting Sioux Sports Network. Well, Che Genoway takes his second penalty of the period for North Dakota, cross-checking. His second cross-checking penalty, incidentally, at 16:08. So a big chance for the Seawolves to tie. And the Sioux need a big penalty kill here. They've got Kipe, Watkins, Bina, and Finley on the ice. Minute 46 to go on the penalty. Out to the point, Lovedahl. They've got Parkinson in front of the net, Crowder and Clark at forward. Ooh. Lovedahl unable to save that from going down.
Well, Pat, we've seen the Sioux penalty kill be a spark for the rest of the team, and hopefully that can happen again here. Get this crowd back into the game.
Waldrop creeping in, Jones chasing him as the Sioux have changed personnel. Oshie and Duncan up front. Here's a chance, and the shot right on as London put it right in to J.P. Lamoureux.
I was going to say otherwise, Pat. I think right now they want that. They'd like to see this period end and quick. Get back in and regroup because they have been on their heels literally the entire period.
If you have a winning ticket, please go to guest services on the main concourse level.
There's Josh London. 10 goals this season. Now Trupp will come in on the face-off. They feed it out to Waldrop. He and Vidmar at the points. Waldrop puts it right in. And with the traffic in front of him, Lamoureux will cover up.
Well, just a smart play there, nothing fancy, just get the puck to the net. Heard the Sioux coaching staff talk about that, the success their power play has had. Is they just try to simplify things and get as many shots to the net as they could.
Third power play chance tonight for the Seawolves. They were 0 for 3 last night. 53 seconds left on their man advantage. Vidmar having a little trouble. Pressured by Zajac, off to Waldrop, back to Vidmar. Feeds across, London a shot, just missing there. Waldrop with 40 seconds on the penalty time. Down low, Josh McCabe, or Brad McCabe, out it comes. Vidmar fakes, takes the shot, that hits Zajac. Still in the zone with Luka Vidmar, his shot, and again, right into Lamoureux, and McCabe exchanging some pleasantries after the whistle.
Well, Seawolves like to put those big bodies right down in front of Jean-Philippe, but he's doing a good job. He'll stand up when he has to see the puck, but as soon as it's going to get released, he gets down in his crouch, and once again does a great job of controlling that rebound. He doesn't give up a rebound. He swallows that puck and holds on.
25 seconds remain. Lamoureux has faced 23 shots, has stopped 22 of them. Sioux with just 8 shots on goal tonight. Both Sioux goals coming in the first period. Anchorage's goal coming here in the second period. That's turned aside by Lamoureux. 20 seconds to go on the Sioux penalty to Che Genoway. Crowder taken down. Clark gets it out. Robinson off to Lovedahl. Crowder with it. 12 seconds on the penalty. Big drive by Lovedahl, whistling just wide. Taken by Chorney behind the net, and he will clear it. And that will kill the penalty. Genoway out of the box. Sioux put out their top line as Hunt has it. Trevor Hunt. That shot blocked by Finley. Comes all the way out to center. Duncan blocked it, didn't see it, and it goes into the Anchorage bench with 1:36 to play.
Well, big penalty kill, Pat. Now the Sioux need to just buckle down, play good solid D, try to get playing their game here. There's just 1:36 before this period comes to an end, and they don't want to give the Seawolves any more momentum than they already have.
Oshie and Beaverson exchange shoves back at center ice as the puck goes in. Oshie clears it. Pass was behind Kozak, but Lapointe is there to mop up, and ooh boy, that will be icing. And Lapointe knows he should have waited there.
Well, last thing you want to do at this junction of the period is take an icing, but he tried to make a play, takes one more stride, gets over the red line. It's not an icing. Now, the one area I think the Sioux really need to shore up in is their play in the neutral zone. Right now it looks like they're backing in. Their gap play isn't very good. It's allowing the Seawolves to attack with speed. And when that happens, it just puts a lot of pressure on your defense. The Sioux need to do a better job of slowing the play down in the neutral zone, forcing the Seawolves to dump it, similar to what they were doing in the first period.
For a good chunk of this period, they've been reacting instead of acting.
Oh, no question. They're doing, like I said, a lot of chasing.
Out it comes to LaFranchise, back into the pile. And it got by LaFranchise. Trupp tries to get around him. Minute to go. Fratton cuts in front of Clark to take it away. 25 shots for Anchorage, 8 for the Sioux, as Robinson had it at center, couldn't get it into the zone. Boy, North Dakota, Evan Trupp there stuffed at the line by Robinson. The Seawolves are letting the Sioux know they are there, to use a term from the movie Slapshot.
Oh, they're doing a great job of standing up at the blue line, meeting the play in the neutral zone, and laying the body every single time.
20 seconds to go here. Trevor Hunt sends it across to Robinson. Now Cartwright had it, lost it, sent back in. Cassoni gets back on side. 6 seconds left. Pina chased back by Cartwright, and he's just stalling for time now, and there's the horn. And the period is over with North Dakota still leading, but by a 2-1 margin. Merritt Waldrop had the only goal of the period with the team skating 4-on-4. Goal coming at 12:41. Shots on goal, 16 for Anchorage, two-period total of 25, and just 3 for North Dakota, and a two-period total of 8. And those numbers pretty much tell the story here.
Well, when you said the period was over, I was going to say, thank goodness. And I'm sure that's what well, I'm sure that's not what they're saying right now. I'm sure they've got a few more words for the boys. But tell you what, give all the credit there to the Seawolves. They had a great period. Again, they played very physical. They had their feet moving. And outside of that controversial call, this very easily could be a 2-2 game. But as it is, the Sioux have the lead. They need to regroup. They need to come back out and play a much better third period.
When we return, we are scheduled to visit with Anchorage forward Peter Cartwright. Our score, North Dakota 2, Anchorage 1 on the Fighting Sioux. Over in goal for Anchorage after UND scored the first 2. 8:23 into the game. McCabe takes it away and sidesteps Duncan. A 3-on-2 rush here. Pass, and Haddad makes a shot to save. Here's Robinson, and that hit a body and goes out of play. And Lamoureux got knocked down. Oshie taking exception, grabbing a player from behind. And Lamoureux will slowly get to his skates. There's a check in the back from McCabe, wasn't called. And then Grant came in on the goaltender.
Just a little bit. John Philippe may have embellished just a tiny bit there.
Well, McCabe is going off, so if it was embellishment, it worked. 33 seconds in. Cross-checking on McCabe. Shayak still in disbelief.
And agrees with that embellishment.
So the Sioux with their second power play chance this evening.
I believe it's their first full power play, Pat. The last one they've had about a minute.
You are correct, sir. Yes.
And obviously a very an important power play for the Sioux. They possibly could reestablish that 2-goal lead.
Kozek, Fratton, Trupp up front for North Dakota. Finley and Genoway at the points. Out it comes to Genoway. Now Trupp sets up. Finley, the shot comes right back to him off the block by Tassoni. Fratton crashing in after it. Feeding it out to Finley with 1:09 to go on the penalty. Here's Trupp. Now Finley as Genoway creeps in. Trupp takes a look. The shot blocked in front of him by Lovedahl and cleared out to Blair Tassoni, number 24. And he'll tap it in as both teams make changes. 52 seconds left on the UAA penalty.
Well, again, the Anchorage penalty killer is doing a very good job of staying in that shooting lane.
Oshie around the net. Duncan in front. Now it's off to Genoway. Bina will take it. Van de Velde camped in front of the goaltender. Now moves off to the corner. Duncan wings it out. Shot by Bina. Turned aside by Olteis. Bina again with 27 on the penalty time. And the pass caroms to the defenseman Robinson, who clears it before Oshie could cause trouble. Bina and Crowder collide. Genoway put it up on the back of the net. Now it pops loose. Genoway clears it. Look out. It's off to Waldrop. Duncan takes it away from him. Ryan Duncan in. Looking for help. Across to Oshie in front. Here's Van de Velde scoring.
Now, Pat, that's just some great puck work, some great patience by Van de Velde. The Sioux looked like they weren't going to get anything going on that power play. Anchorage doing a great job down below, but we're just going to see the very tail end of a great passing play. Oshie and Van de Velde, and Chris, instead of one-timing it, here we're going to see Olteis moving across. Now he comes back, commits himself, and Van de Velde just does a great job, sees he has the time, instead of one-timing it, he goes back across the crease. And with Old Tice down and out, he's able to tuck her home in a very big goal for the Sioux, Pat.
His 4th goal in 7 games. It is not a power play goal. The power play had just elapsed. Time of the goal, 2:36. Vandevelde from T.J. Oshie and Ryan Duncan. And with that goal, Abby Collins of Grand Forks wins a $20 Columbia Mall gift card in our Sioux Goal giveaway. For your chance to win, register at the Columbia Mall Food Court. Now Anchorage in the Sioux zone. They turn it over to Zajac. Darcy tries to clear it. The franchise keeps it in. Puck got behind LaPointe. Clark taking it. LaPointe will take it away and clear it, but not out. Lovedahl holds it in. LaPointe after Clark. Lovedahl with it. Off to Luca Vidmar. Now Crowder. It's hard off his stick. Loose puck. Stepping in is Clark. London sends it back to Crowder in front. London got tied up. Bouncing puck at the side. Here's Kevin Clark after it. He's taken down. And a penalty coming up on Ryland Kipe. And a hooking call with 16:05 remaining.
Well, it looks like the Sioux are going to get an opportunity there, Pat. Maybe get a 2-on-1. But here we're going to see Ryland just with his stick kind of in the midsection. As he pulled it out, the Anchorage player's feet came out from under him and picked up the hooking penalty. And again, going back to that goal the Sioux had, Pat, the Anchorage done a great job, particularly Crowder down low, just doing a great job, long stick, breaking up passes, single-handedly killed off about 20 seconds, and bang, the Sioux transition come down. Just a great passing play between Duncan and Oshie sees Vandevelde there, and he just bing, 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 pucks in the net, and boy, a real big goal for the Sioux.
So it's up to the penalty-killing unit again here for North Dakota, as Anchorage has its 4th man advantage tonight, and that will knock the penalty time down to 1:40.
You know, people always say that the worst lead in hockey is a 2-goal lead, but I'd rather have a 2-goal lead than a 1-goal lead any day.
This feels a lot better than it did about 5 minutes ago. Now Cartwright with it, sending it out to Waldrop. Duncan watching him.
I don't know why they've ever said that. Worst lead in hockey, 2-goal lead.
Here's a rush for North Dakota. Oshie to Duncan, and the pass was in his skates. Duncan whips it in nonetheless, and North Dakota makes the change. Trupp comes on the ice for Duncan. And hold on here. We got too many men. I think too many men. Anchorage had a mix-up there in their changes, and that will negate their power play.
Ouch.
And how? Boy, only 56 seconds had gone in that power play. And it looks like Craig Parkinson will go over to serve the penalty. 4:51 the time. So it's 4-on-4 here for 1:03. Genoway and Finley at defense. Watkins and Kozak up front. Watkins upends the man. Play goes on. Tarker sends it back. The franchise put it through his teammate Chris Tarker. Oh, turnover in front. Hunt. Oh, nice play by sliding Kozak to break it up before Hunt could get the shot away, as Genoway had turned it over back of the net. 25 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Cleared ahead. Watkins settles it down. Now waits for some help. Off to Kozak. His shot blocked. It trickles through, and Old Tice sends it into the corner. 13 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Shorney being pestered from behind by Kane LaFranchise. In to get it Fratton. Here is Duncan with it, trying to spin away. Sioux back at full strength. It's a power play now for 52 seconds. North Dakota's 3rd power play chance tonight. And Anchorage clears it and makes a change. 40 seconds to go. In the man advantage as Duncan takes it in off to TJ Oshie. #1 power play unit out there. This line on the ice for the last goal. Oshie, Corney, that shot deflected, batting it down, and almost scoring there was Robbie Bina, but it hit the side of the net, and it's cleared now. Back to the Sioux line with 18 seconds to go on the power play. Chorney pushed back there, under some pressure by Jared Tootin. 8 seconds left. Now Duncan, pass was in the skates. Bina knocks it in, but the Sioux have to get back on side. Now they do. Oshie, nope, they whistle it offside. Novleski said it is offside. 13:06 to go, 3-1 Sioux on the Fighting Sioux Sports Network. Minutes and 6 seconds left in regulation time here. North Dakota with a big goal in period 3 from Chris Van de Velde, his 10th of the season at 2:36 from TJ Oshie and Ryan Duncan. So Oshie with a goal and an assist tonight, Duncan with 2 assists. Shot by McCabe off the glove of Lamoureux and sent down the ice. And icing will bring this back with 12:42 to play.
Well, Brad McCabe showing a quick stick there, Pat. And one quick move, let her go, try to get Phil high to the glove side. But, Jean-Philippe, good job of holding his ground, making that stop.
Got a couple of finals in now. Michigan Tech knocks off first place Colorado College 5-2. So Tech takes 3 of the 4 points. And a final in non-conference play. Duluth gets a sweep at UMass Lowell 4-1. Off the draw comes to Hunt. Shot deflected. London making his presence felt in the corner, but the Sioux clear the zone. All the way back for it is LaFranchise. Now Parkinson with it. All the way over here. And a penalty away from the play, a cross-checking call. On Che Genoway. And that's his 3rd cross-check penalty of the night.
Yeah, Mr. Anderson's got 5 on his. His viewers.
I was going to say an indelible ink.
I'm trying to think, what am I going to say here? Again, it almost looked like behind the play.
No, I didn't see the penalty. 7:39 the time. So Anchorage with its 5th power play chance this evening. McCabe out to Waldrop. He's been dangerous tonight. Into Cartwright. Nearly turned it over. He goes down and it's cleared by Duncan. Genoway came into this game with only 10 penalties for 28 minutes. That's 3 penalties for 6 minutes tonight. Vidmar off, 1:20 to go. Vidmar again takes the shot, pad save, and the rebound got away from London. 1:11 to go on the North Dakota penalty. Sioux send out Kipe and Watkins up front here. Finley and Chorney at defense. Bounces back to Parkinson. Finley gets in on him. Back in the crowd, Finley knocks it ahead. Here's Watkins breaking out. Watkins can't get around Merritt Waldrop though. 49 seconds left on the Genoway minor. Waldrop is sandwiched at the defense, and the puck skitters into the corner. North Dakota will clear the zone with Watkins. 34 seconds to go on the Anchorage power play. And again, a change here for the Sioux. Oshie and Duncan up front. LaPointe and Bina at defense. Paul Crowder blocks that clearing attempt, but it comes to Ryan Duncan. LaPointe will just knock it in, content to bring more seconds off that penalty time. 11 seconds remain. UND looking for win number 7 in a row tonight. Shot at the side, stopped by Lamoureux off the stick of Lovedahl. Getaway back on the ice. Crowder trying to feed it out to Robinson. He does. Off to Lovedahl, one-timer, and that's blocked by Oshie. And he clears it outside the line. Lovedahl has Oshie bearing in on him. 10 minutes left in this period. Crowder had it poke checked away by Oshie. Anchorage out shooting North Dakota 30-10. And a stop in play. They'll bring it back on icing. This is the Fighting Sioux Sports Network.
Cold weather is here. That means snow and winter driving conditions. Get to Home of Economy for quality brand name tires that grab on. Keep you and your family safe as you travel. Our Primewell 40,000-mile passenger tire starts at $43. And for your pickup or SUV, our Peerless White Track Baja all-terrain tire starts at $77. Then trust Durastart for a perfect start even in the coldest temperatures. Our 12-volt battery with 1,000 cranking amps is $54.99 with exchange. For the guaranteed lowest prices for being ready for winter, turn to us, your tire and battery headquarters, Home of Economy.
Don't forget, after this game, we will select our player of the game, sponsored by PS Doors of Grand Forks. 9:49 left. There you see the shots. A 3-1 edge, 30-10 for Anchorage. Seawolves out shooting the Sioux 5-2 in this period. But the Sioux have the only goal, that coming from Chris Vandevelde. And another icing call will stop play with 9:36 to go. UND has sold out 13 consecutive home games with this game. We were told ahead of time that it was sold out as of yesterday, so the streak continues. So we'll be back.
It kind of goes hand in hand, Pat. When the team's doing well, people want to come out and see it. And that's, again, we've said this before, that the product that the coaching staff and this program continues to provide is one that people want to come and see.
Oh, here's a turnover, and knocking it there was Tassoni, but couldn't put it past Lamoureux. Hunt couldn't get it through Radke, who forces it out. Sent in, but it's cut off by Finley. Ooh, Cartwright came in high on his face. No call there. Racing back for a Trevor Hunt as the Sioux make a change. 9 minutes left.
Pat, the Sioux need to continue to grind it out here. Obviously, you're not going to see anybody taking any chances, giving up outnumbered situations. Just keeping their third guy high, continue to work hard, get the puck out of the zone as quick as you can.
Tarker now around the net, can't wrap it around as Lamoureux stopped that, and he falls on the loose puck. Funny you say that because Tarek Howard, who was pinch hitting for you last night, Tarek and I were saying how the Sioux ground out a win last night. That's how it always seems to go against Anchorage.
Well, it is, Pat. You need to continue to play good, solid defense. The Sioux are doing a much better job this period as far as having their feet moving. It doesn't seem like they're chasing all the time, and that's just because they've got their feet moving. They're getting back quick. They're moving the puck up the ice quick, and they're not allowing the Seawolves to establish that forecheck.
8.5 to go.
And I thought Tarek did a great job last night. I was able to watch the third period.
So did I.
Commended the crew on a great job. Great telecast.
Tarek did very well in his debut in that role. Here's McCabe sending out Beaverson, a one-timer, and a pad save there for J.P. Lamoureux. His 31st save of the game, or 32nd, check it. Haddad in for the puck. Comes out to Bina. He'll flip it right back in. Robinson avoids Kozak there. Matt Robinson from Calgary. A quiet crowd here with 7.5 to go. Bina will drop it back for Chorney as Anchorage makes a change on the fly. Here's Merritt Waldrop, number 14, as their only goal tonight. Vidmar directs it in, but it's stopped by Chorney. He lost it to Crowder. They've got two men in front of the net. Here's a chance. Pad save for Lamoureux as the defenseman Lovedahl was creeping in. All the way back in front of the goal goes Vidmar. Now Jared Tootin. His shot right on off the mask of Lamoureux. And still in the zone, but it's knocked out by the stick of Merritt Waldrop inadvertently. Both teams making some changes here as North Dakota stops it at center. Brent Davidson tries to shovel it in. He does. John Oltice has allowed one of the three Sioux goals tonight. And an icing call here with 6 minutes and 32 seconds. It's 3-1 Sioux on the Fighting Sioux Sports Network.
At Lithia Ford Lincoln Mercury of Grand Forks, we're starting the new year with a better way to buy. With assured cars and trucks, you are in the driver's seat. Every new and used vehicle we sell has a low price clearly posted, so it's easy to shop. Like a new 07 Ford F-150 XLT Super Cab, just $25,499 with 6 in stock to choose from. But that's just the beginning. With Assured, you are in complete control. Let us show you the difference today at Lithia Ford Lincoln Mercury of Grand Forks.
We're back at Ralph Engelstad Arena, 6:32 left in the third period. North Dakota has the only goal of the period. Chris Van de Velde scoring his 10th of the season at 2:36. A huge goal after Anchorage made it 2-1 after 2. Now Parkinson from his knees couldn't get the pass in, and Beaverson will take over. Finley takes his man out, and there'll be a penalty here with 6:07 to go. Interference.
Just going to mention that, Pat, the Sioux are doing a much better job in the neutral zone as well. They have one person pressuring the puck. The other two wings will just grab their lanes, and what that does is it forces the Seawolves to dump the puck rather than being able to attack the zone. And unfortunately, Joe Finley stepped up and knocked down a Seawolf player right in front of Anderson. And it was called for interference. And of all the power plays the Seawolves have had up to this point, certainly this is the most important. They got an opportunity to get within one last 6 minutes of the game.
Well, this is Anchorage's 6th power play chance tonight and 3rd of this period. Matt Robinson off to Merritt Waldrop. Fakes and dishes off. The shot by Crowder blocked by Bina. This appears to be stung by that. Crowder again. His shot blocked by Bina. Robinson and a big save for Lamoureux.
That's robbery right there, Pat.
Oh my.
And here we're going to see it. Here's the shot. Rebound comes over, and Jean Philippe does not have an opportunity to get himself set. And that's just athleticism right there. Just pushing over, stacking the pads, squeezing that puck. Here we get another look overhead. But a lot of times Jean Philippe makes things look easy, but he can make the spectacular save when he has to, and that's a very good example of it right there.
His 35th save may be the biggest. Here's Duncan now. Delayed penalty coming up on Anchorage as Lamoureux was coming out of the net, and a holding call on Luka Vidmar. And again, they negate their power play.
Coach Shack, one of the keys, he talked about discipline. And anytime you have a power play and then take a penalty to negate it, that's tough to take, particularly when you're down by 2 with 5.5 minutes to go. But on the other hand, looked like the Sioux were just about to go on a 3-on-1 with Oshie Duncan and Jay Genoway coming up on the backside, so maybe not a bad penalty to take in that situation.
So 4-on-4 now for a minute 20. North Dakota with Kozek and Van de Velde up front. And LaPointe and Genoway at defense. Here's Van de Velde working against the franchise. Robinson with a minute to go on Finley's penalty, a minute 36 to go on the Vidmar penalty. Genoway had it taken away. Now they set it up for the franchise. That hit Vandevelde's stick. We've got Clark down with his helmet off in front of the net, and a whistle blows.
No, just a case there, Pat. Jay Genoway just hanging on the puck a little too long and allowed the Seawolves to steal the puck. They get an opportunity off it, get the puck out to the point, rotate it, get a shot to the net. Again, a situation like this, you want to move that puck as quickly as possible and not give the your opponents an opportunity to get a forecheck on you.
4:51 left in the third. 44 seconds to go on Finley's minor. Minute 21 to go on Vidmar's penalty. As Ryan Duncan brings it out. Duncan with 2 assists tonight. Merritt Waldrop, number 14. Anchorage native. Eluding Duncan. Waldrop maneuvering in. Chorney watches him and bangs him in the corner. Chorney pokes it loose to Duncan. Ryan Duncan will clear the zone. Oshie gathers it in. TJ using the referee as a screen. Right around the net, in front, loose puck. Duncan grabs it, he shoots, and a save for Oltice, who lost his goalie stick. Sioux penalty is over. Sioux need to cash in here as the goaltender is without a stick. Genoway now, one of his teammates gives him a player's stick. Genoway and in front, oh, Kozak is denied by Oltice. Back to LaPointe it comes. Another chance, that's blocked. As Waldrop blocked Duncan's attempt. 12 seconds to go on the power play. Feeding across Duncan, and that hit Trevor Hunt. 5 seconds left in the penalty. Off to Genoway. He'll fake the shot. Alaska penalty is over, and we got a man in the crease call. Stopping play with 3:26 to go on the Fighting Sioux Sports Network.
Hard work, dedication, teamwork. These are values we all strive for, and no one demonstrates these values in our community quite like the University of North Dakota. Hi, I'm Mike Porter, President and CEO of Bremer Bank, Grand Forks. Bremer is proud of the University of North Dakota and all they've accomplished, both academically and athletically. Join Bremer in saying thanks for the excitement and the great example UND sets in our community. Bremer Bank, taking action.
Stay tuned during our Quest postgame for the Dahlstrom Difference. We'll recognize the play or player performance that gave the winning team the winning edge. The Dahlstrom Difference, sponsored by Dahlstrom Motors, Oslo, Minnesota. 3:26 to go. And everybody back at full strength. Well, Anchorage pulled its goalie pretty early last night. We'll see if they have any inclination to do the same tonight. Christensen came out of the net, what, 2 or 3 times late in the game. Clark is sent to the ice by Chorney. But right now, John Oltice stays in the Anchorage goal. 36 shots for Anchorage, just 12 for North Dakota. So the Sioux scoring on 1/4 of their shots tonight. Kipe stops it at the line. Ryland with a shot, and it's blocked aside by John Oltice. Kept in the zone by Genoway. It hit the referee. A break there for Anchorage as Crowder brings it up. Oh, Crowder is sent to the ice at the Sioux line by Matt Fratton, and Crowder's coming back in on him and checks him hard, and Fratton clears the zone anyway.
Took the hit to make the play, Pat.
Now Anchorage making a change. Oltice has his goalie stick back, gives it right up to Trupp. Bounces now to Grant. Breaking in, Nick Haddad. 3-on-3 come the Seawolves. Dishing off in front through everybody it goes. Keeping it alive at the point, Grant. Haddad fencing there with Jones. Still in pursuit. Vidmar put it through his teammate. LaPointe and Grant go after it. Still loose. Matt Fratton trickles it ahead. Trupp has one man back. LaFranchise. Evan Trupp stringing it along. The Sioux in a line change, so he was waiting for some help. Oh, Duncan clears it in. And Grant came in high on Duncan with a couple of shots, and then Kozak went after Grant. Duncan in the corner with Cartwright. Minute 15 to go. Sioux wouldn't mind keeping it in the zone for the rest of the night, but here comes Anchorage. Off the bounce, Cartwright tried to play it through. Goaltender Oltice creeping out, now going back into the net. They clear it in, a minute to go. Bouncing puck came in, back at a funny angle. Oltice is going to the bench. Seawolves net is empty with 44 seconds to go. Loose puck. Crashing in the corner, Cartwright. Now it's batted to Duncan. He flips it down. No icing. Waved off, and it just missed the net. Half a minute to go. Anchorage with the big guns out there. Finley gets checked. Cleared but not out. They turn it over. Here's a chance. Watkins put it wide. Kipe after the rebound. Rylan Kipe will just play it to the near corner with 8 seconds to go. Finley will ride out the final seconds, and the Sioux have another sweep and 7 wins in a row, 3-1 over Alaska Anchorage. North Dakota with its second consecutive 3-1 win over the Seawolves. UND now 16-8-1, 13-7-0 in the WCHA, and North Dakota is alone in second place in the WCHA, 2 points ahead of Idle Denver. And our PS Doors player of the game, senior goaltender Jean-Philippe Lamoureux, making his 50th consecutive start, makes 35 saves.
Pat, he was just outstanding. In a game where the Sioux certainly didn't have their best performance, Jean-Philippe was there time and again, making key saves for him, particularly in that second period when they were outplayed in a big way. And then he made that big save there where he came across and stacked his pads. And well, I tell you what, players from the Fighting Sioux will know they were in a hockey series this weekend. There'll be a lot of ice bags and probably a few people in that hot tub tonight. It was a hard-fought, physical series, and a very well-earned 4 points for the Fighting Sioux.
Just your typical series with Anchorage. And now for the second consecutive home series, North Dakota will get to salute the fans after a home sweep. Anchorage with the loss slips to 6-12-6 overall, 2-12-4 in the WCHA. Final shots on goal. Anchorage had 11 in the third period for a total of 36. North Dakota had 5 for a total of 13. Absolutely amazing. But North Dakota wins in the important category, and that's pucks in the net, final of 3-1. We'll be back with our Quest postgame on the Fighting Sioux Sports Network.
The Greater Grand Forks Hockey Getaway is back, and it's your chance to win a Sioux hockey weekend filled with fantastic prizes. Each package includes tickets to the UND St. Cloud State Hockey Series, gifts from the Greater Grand Forks Convention and Visitors Bureau, and more. 4 winners and their guests will be treated to a 2-night stay at Holiday Inn Express or Road King Inn Columbia Mall. They'll also dine at 2 of the area's favorites, the Overtime Bar and Grill in Grand Forks and historic Whitey's in East Grand Forks. Finally, our winners will enjoy shopping sprees at Columbia Mall, Home of Economy, and Riverwalk Center. We'll even throw in $50 worth of free gas from Valley Dairy. Remember, your chance to win this $500 prize package is only a stamp or a click away. Just send us a postcard or email your information to this address. 1 entry per person per weekend, please. The best hockey weekend of the year could be yours when you enter the Greater Grand Forks Hockey Getaway. Register today.
Welcome back to the Quest postgame. Well, the University of North Dakota in the win column once again. with another sweep, this one of Alaska Anchorage, with a 3-1 victory Friday night and another 3-1 victory tonight. And it's time now for the Dahlstrom Difference, sponsored by Dahlstrom Motors of Oslo, Minnesota. And for that, we ask our analyst, Jim Scanlon, what is the Dahlstrom Difference in this one?
Well, Pat, I thought the key moment of the game and what maybe provided the winning edge for the Sioux was that power play at the beginning of the third period when the Sioux obviously had a very difficult second period. The momentum had gone certainly to the Seawolves side of the game. They had a great period. I'm sure coming out they said let's continue it. But the Sioux were able to get that power play and they scored on it. And now you were looking at a 3-1 lead rather than a 2-1 lead. And it just makes that mountain that much steeper to climb. And from that point on, I thought the Sioux did a much better job throughout the third period in the neutral zone and in their own zone of not allowing the Seawolves to get that forecheck established. So I thought it was that power play to start the third period.
Yeah, technically it was not a power play goal,
That's true,
but it might as well have been because the penalty had just expired 3 seconds earlier when Van de Velde scored on the feed from Oshie and Duncan. But that was a huge goal for North Dakota because we were sweating right along with you after that second period. But North Dakota pulls it out by a final count of 3-1. And we'll be back to tell you about our winners in the Columbia Mall Sioux Goal Giveaway next as the Quest postgame continues on the Fighting Sioux Sports Network.
Of all the people in the world, there's only one you, and you relate to the world in your own way. The information you gather, the stories you share, the connections you make. Quest connects you to what matters, your way. We help you build a customized bundle with the quality services you need at a price that's right for you. Consider a bundle with a local phone package and broadband for as low as $57 a month. Call today for a free account review. Let us help you build your bundle. That's our spirit of service.
The Valley's hottest bowling tournament is coming your way this Sunday. It's the WDAZ WDAY Bowling Classic. See the region's top bowlers compete for the $2,000 grand prize. Live starting at 3 p.m. The 2008 Bowling Classic Sunday on WDAZ. WDAZ, more local stories every day.
Jensen says the police haven't served up a suspect in even one of his break-ins over the years.
Yeah, I don't think you can ever get used to this cold. I don't know. I can't anyway.
WDAZ News.
3-1 North Dakota winning here on home ice. And that's 7 straight wins for the Fighting Sioux. And we want to congratulate tonight's winners in the Columbia Mall Sioux Goal Giveaway contest. Each of these folks will receive a $20 gift card from Columbia Mall. John Adams, our second president of the United States, now living in Minot, North Dakota. Jim King of East Grand Forks, Minnesota, and Abby Collins of Grand Forks, North Dakota. For your chance to win, register at the Columbia Mall Food Court. Now, I want to give you just a quick update. As we mentioned, Michigan Tech beat Colorado College 5-2. Duluth beat UMass Lowell 4-1 in non-conference play. Minnesota and Wisconsin are tied at 2 in the third period. And last we heard, Mankato had a 4-2 lead at St. Cloud State, also in the third. So the updated point totals in the WCHA. Colorado College still on top with 31 points. Then North Dakota with 26 after the win tonight. Idle Denver is third with 24 points. Duluth with 17. Wisconsin with 16. That could change. Minnesota, St. Cloud State, and Michigan Tech all have 14 points. Tech with the big win tonight. Mankato has 12 and Anchorage 8. And how's this for a couple of series awaiting the Sioux? Next week at Minnesota, then a week off, then back home against Denver. Doesn't get much bigger than that.
No, it doesn't, Pat. You mentioned 7 wins in a row. I believe that's the longest winning streak that Coach Hackstall's had in his coaching career. And the Sioux are on a roll, no doubt about it. And they're going down to play the University of Minnesota, who, depending on how things turn out tonight, could have lost the last 2. So the Sioux have gotten hot in the past. They're doing it again. They got a great opportunity to really separate themselves and maybe inch a little bit closer to Colorado College next week. And should be a fun series.
Yes, indeed. And we wish the Sioux well next week. And we've got a lot of sports action coming your way on WDAZ and WDAY. Tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock, it's the WDAZ WDAY Bowling Classic, live from Liberty Lanes in East Grand Forks, as the top bowlers from throughout the region face off for a top prize of $2,000. That's on Channel 8 and Channel 6 tomorrow afternoon. And then tomorrow night at 10:35 on Channels 8 and 6, it's the Fighting Sioux Basketball Show presented by Prairie Homes and Real Estate as we recap today's Sioux women's win at Nebraska-Omaha, and our men's team lost to Omaha today. And we'll have highlights of those games, by the way, on the 10 o'clock sports on WDAZ tonight with James DeGilder. Now, our next action here on the Fighting Sioux Sports Network will be Sioux basketball, Thursday, February 7th, live from the Betty Engelstad Sioux Center. Always a great series when St. Cloud State comes to town. The women's game at 6, the men's game at 8, here on the Fighting Sioux Sports Network. And then our next hockey action here on the Fighting Sioux Sports Network, February 15th and 16th, as the Denver Pioneers invade Ralph Engelstad Arena, and that will be a dandy. Friday, February 15th at 7:30. Saturday, February 16th, we hit the air at 7 p.m. We hope you're with us for all of those events. Jim Scanlon, thank you very much.
Thank you, Pat.
And we thank you very much for watching. We also want to thank our crew and sponsors. For Jim Scanlon, Pat Sweeney, the final again, North Dakota 3, Alaska Anchorage 1. So long from Engelstad Arena.